Hi, I'm Zachary Morgan, and today you got me,
Tim.
And Zach Arbor.
and this is Tim's Life Story Part 2. I thought of a name, because, you know, I got creative. I thought, well, it's about Tim's life story. Tim's life story.
Tim's life stories.
Yeah, they're like a...
Get fucked, you can't.
First thing I'll talk about before we get into the main subject is Tim's life story, about curling, and you guys know what curling is, right? The gay sport where they get the ball and they sweep the floor or something like that in ice. We should nuke fucking Canada. We should nuke Canada. I'm just saying, like,
Why?
Because curling is so gay. Let's just nuke Canada.
What?
And they were like, "Oh, what's that a boot?" Just nuke it. Just nuke the shit out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, because they did the missiles a boot.
No, because I was
Yeah,
like,
I know.
whatever. It's not ruining my
Their
memory.
accent.
I know. Can you do a Canadian accent?
No.
Shane went for like a long period of time where he did Canadian accent for ages. He'd be like, "I'm Canadian, eh? What are you talking about? Eh?" Like, shut the fuck up, Shane. He's like, "What are you talking about? I'm not doing an accent, eh?" He's like, "No, seriously, Shane, shut the fuck up." Yeah, he just did till he got overly annoyed for it. So Tim's life story. So, I keep saying so much. Tim's life story. Pretty much, we're gonna explore Tim's life. He's had an interesting life, you know. Shit's happened. Fish. Fuck it, shit happened. That's some new lingo for you guys out there. Before we get started, Tim, how have you been, Tim? Playing new games lately?
No, not really.
Wow, way to block me. I'm gonna say it again and you go, "Oh yeah, you know,
Well,
here's a game I've played lately." So
I've played The Witcher 2. It's pretty good.
How? Yeah, is it as hard as fuck?
No, not really. It was average. It was pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, Zach.
Zach, you have to speak louder, by the way.
Yeah, no, I'm just busy at the moment.
Busy doing what?
Playing RuneScape, obviously.
I like before we were talking about how we're gonna insult him constantly because of it. But he's fucking using it against us. He's like, "Yeah, I play RuneScape." Cunt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
It's like when you get insulted enough, like people are like, "You're so gay," then you start to say, "Yeah, I am gay. You wanna have sex, bro? You a homophobe?" That's what it's like. Fucking. You haven't seen your parties lately, Tim. Why have you been getting drunk?
Got a new job. Red Rooter. And which is Red Rooster, by the way. Yeah, just been working there non-stop, really.
But still, you still haven't seen. But getting drunk, so we should get drunk.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, sometimes.
What's the most stupidest drunk thing you've ever done?
I don't really remember.
Huh. We've had this one time, we're all drinking.
Usually when I remember the late night, it's not stupid yet. So
I don't know stupid shit. There's one time we're all drinking, right, and this is like when I first started drinking, and my friends were like, "Oh, I'm such a man," because we're outside at 4 o'clock in the morning, takes his shirt off, and we're like, "Fuck, you can't." Oh man, take our shit off. He's like, "Fuck, you can't try to take his pants off." I'm like, "No, no, you're more manly. Fuck off, don't take them off."
oh,
Fucking, it was hilarious. But I don't know a few stupid drunk things. But give me one. Give me one of your drunk thing examples.
I don't know. Probably. No.
Was it too drunk? I snapped my tooth when I was drunk.
Yeah, I was there. You came back to my party with half a tooth.
I was like, "Yo, Tim, I snapped my tooth." Lol.
And we're like, what? You were in the pool, so
Yeah.
yeah, you. He just went to the pool. He comes back, and only his hair's wet, and his tooth is in half. We were like, "What the fuck just happened?"
My hair was only wet because I put my clothes back on.
Yeah, but it just looked like your hair was like you dunked your head in the water and smacked your head up against the side of the pool or something.
Oh, lol, that's funny. Shane's party was good. Every year we have a Shane's party. Every year we try to remember what we did at Shane's party. But man, people were annoying me so much. I was like, mostly women. I was just like, "Fuck it, Shane, I'm gay from now on." And then
is it because you couldn't get any of them to flirt back?
no, it's because like, okay, I said this one joke. I was like, Dom, for your anniversary, I'm gonna get you the same thing, just a different woman. And then, you know, his woman got fucking mad at me. And I was like, you know what? Fuck women, I'm gay. Fuck it, I'm gay from now on. And now Shane texts me all the time saying, are you still gay?
Like Rowan's new technique. He's like...
Oh yeah. This is how Rowan gets anyone to sleep with him. Oh no, suck his dick. Failed, but it usually does. So Tim...
Hey, do you like chips?
Oh, I love chips.
We've got something in common. Want to suck my dick?
Oh, no way. I don't mean to suck my dick either, so suck my dick because something in common.
Fuck, he's a dickhead.
God, he's a funny drunk bot.
Oh, yeah. I've never really
Rowan.
seen him drunk.
Oh, it's so funny. He, like, because we have a big dog named Jed, right? And me and Rowan laying in bed, like, downstairs, both drunk, and we're bringing Jed inside to be, like, the barrier. Jared's the barrier between our gayness. And, I leave the room because Rowan fell asleep doing a secret podcast.
Yeah, he was telling me.
I'll play you guys this.
Secret podcast.
He was telling me at work this afternoon.
Yeah, okay, this is a secret podcast. It's like, I need to get into it first.
Doesn't he just fall asleep or something?
Hey guys, it's Zachary and Rowan in a secret podcast. And our special guest is...
Jed Morgan.
I don't know his last name. I don't think it's Jed. I don't think his last name is Morgan. I know his last
He's
name.
back, Jed Morgan.
Oh,
He's
good.
back.
RuneScape.
Stop suckling on your ass. Guest star. And Rowan Bales.
How inappropriate to do on the podcast.
Jed! Such a selfish lover. Stop it, Jed! I can't stop him, Zach. Stop him.
Stop yelling.
Dirty ass face near me.
So we dragged Jed in through the window. He was trying to bite me earlier, like he didn't want me to, like, he was trying to drag him off the seat and like drag him like with a collar, like drag him here. So it's like, you know, pretend I was playing fetch and he got up and I carried him here. And then gunshots went off.
I heard that. I thought it was fireworks. I was finally getting up, but I didn't want to get up. It's too cold.
Wouldn't it suck if it was like see gunshots and you got up and then the guy was there with a gun and he shot you?
That would suck.
He's kind of pretty drunk.
When you get shot, when would you want to be shot? No, it's just like that. And then he fell asleep during the secret podcast, like 5 minutes in. And I'm like, well, fuck this, I'm going upstairs. And my auntie goes downstairs, is like, you know, because she's like, where the fuck's Jed? Looks in there and sees like Rowan hugging Jed, like spooning up with Jed, and like, and Ginny is like, Jed, get off the bed. And the dog just looks at her and has this really depressing face. And Rowan then looks at Ginny and then like oh, hey Jed, how did you get in here? And then she just one time she's like, Jed, get the fuck out of here, get off the bed. And he just like, you know, looked at her and then looked back to the bed and fell back to sleep. But oh god, Ron was funny as. He sent out this message to all his contacts saying, thank you guys for being my contacts, it means so much to me. But this is like, he's drunk, so it's more like, thanks Giz contacts, it means so blah blah to me. And he's like telling me, it's like, I mean, he said it was like, well, you, Daniel, my mom. Good thing it didn't work. I'm like, that's a fucking great thing it didn't work. But the worst thing, like, you can sometimes actually happens a lot when you talk to someone when they're half asleep and you be like, you ask them a question, they won't answer you, and you go, are you awake? And they go, yeah, I'm awake.
But like annoyed sort of thing, like when you ask them, are you awake?
They go, yeah, I'm awake. And then you ask them the question again, and they fall back to sleep.
Yeah, and they fall back, yeah.
Like, as soon as you ask it, and then they don't answer you, and you're like, are you awake? And you're like, yeah, of course I'm awake. They fall back to sleep. It's the most annoyingest thing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's almost 10 minutes in, 30 seconds off. Tim, tell us a life story moment. So, Tim, let's catch up with Ron. So, Tim moved to Yeppoon to live with his dad, on a pineapple farm. And we heard about last time when he moved out and lived with a few of his friends and they got really high and robbed something. Which could or could not be true. I want to see Tim get in trouble for vandalism or something like that. But yeah, so take us away, Tim. So tell us one of your great stories. The pineapple story.
What the fuck are you on about?
You fucking told me this earlier, cunt. Go ahead. say, go guys. Come on, Tim. Fucking the pineapple story. Hurry up. The pineapple one. You said earlier, are you stealing pineapples?
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins. The pumpkin story.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But yeah, like when I was living with these guys, we had no money. They'd spend all their money on fucking drugs.
Just weed or like
weed, yeah.
LSD and stuff? Or?
Nah, just weed. They weren't into that serious shit. But fuck. And it pissed me off so much because I'd have to spend my money on food and rent, and then we'd have no food for like a week until I got paid again.
How do you spend your food? How do you spend your money on food and then not have any food for rent or food to eat?
Well, you pay rent, and then with the leftover money, you pay for food.
Yeah, but you said you have to go. You don't have food. How do you not have food?
What the fuck are you on?
Oh, just fucking.
Listen, I pay for rent, which would take 3/4 of my pay. The rest of the pay will go towards, food. That would only last like 3 days.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's all they want to know. They want detail.
Okay, sorry. But yeah. So we were forced to steal people's stuff growing in the ground. We'd like jump the neighbours' fences and steal their pumpkins.
Were they
and
wrong
shit.
to you? Like,
I don't think so.
Because they must
We'd
have...
steal because there was surprisingly like 5 pumpkin patches around where we were living in this little cul-de-sac. Yeah.
Also,
we were really lucky.
It wasn't like you just steal a bunch of pumpkins.
We'd steal like one from each place every night and just feast on it, make pumpkin chips, which were pretty nice. But the other option was we found this tiny little dam right out in the bush because we were walking out there for plantations, and we found this.
Who's we?
Me and the 3 guys I was living with, and we find this little dam. So with my awesome crouchy catching skills, I strip naked and just sit still in the water.
Part of how good the skills are? Like you have to strip naked?
Yeah, you don't have to, but I didn't want to get my clothes wet because of the fact that, we don't have a dryer and our clothesline was fucked. So, I strip naked and get in the water because crouchies are known for being very,
in water,
being very suspicious of new things in the environment.
Tumour.
Shut the
you smell it?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it's just TUMA.
Yep, all good.
Okay. Just fucking random.
Tell us more about crouchies. So why are they so suspicious of new people? Like if I see a naked guy, I'm not gonna go up to him.
They'll smell something new in the water and they'll go and have a look at it. Well, what you do is just sit really still in the water so you don't scare them off, and they'll come have a look at what you're doing, what you are. And if you feel one of them crawling on you, you just quickly grab it and throw it out of the water.
Oh, yeah.
But the challenge is when you don't have something to keep them in, like I didn't, you have to watch them, make sure they don't come back to the water while you're feeling for new ones coming up.
Kill them there. Hit them like a rock.
Because you got to stay there, otherwise the other ones will just get scared. They won't come to you. So you only get one crouchie, and you just throw it right off into the fucking distance so they don't come back.
So what if you lose? Like if a bird comes along and just fucking steals
you usually lose about like 12. So it's like it's a
How many
shit
times
thing.
you do it before you actually bring a bucket?
We brought my bag one point and just kept it in the bag, and it stunk like fish for like 6 months. Oh god, yeah.
Okay, so tell us, so do you ever have like a pumpkin crouchie soup?
Yeah.
How did
a
it
couple
taste?
of times. It tastes pretty shit.
How long did it take before eating pumpkin and crouchies tasted really bad?
Like the first time.
Oh,
the pumpkin chips were alright, but the crouchies were unbearable. They're like a really shit prawn.
I know.
It's off.
I know what a crouchie is. I've had it before. Like, I remember we went to the dam once, and we were like, let's go hunt crouchies, yeah. And instead of hunting them, we just went and stole people's crouchies. So it was like Crouchie Hunting Pro.
Was it the big ones?
Yeah, the big damn animal.
Yeah, red claw.
we got like 20 of them, and we come back and like, yeah, let's eat them up. So we put them on like the fryer or put them in the fucking bowl and boil the water.
Yeah.
And it, oh my god, people were like, someone was like, I can eat like 4 of them, and I was like, I could eat like a claw. It
Then-
tasted so bad.
The red claws.
It was literally ridiculous.
Yeah. Well.
What do you want, Patience? We're doing a podcast.
Yeah. Well, Crawchies are like a really small version of a red claw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was ever going to enter the Pain Olympics, I would just show myself kicking my toe. Okay, so you know the Pain Olympics, it's like the idea
Probably
is
win.
yeah, probably would because it hurts like a motherfucker.
It's
You
like
see
a
one
gun.
guy like cut his balls off, like kicking a toe hurts like a motherfucker.
with like a small axe, he chopped his balls
Really?
up. Yeah,
I haven't actually seen it.
I have.
That's a test.
It's
You
fucking
faggot.
terrible. No, well, I got shown by these faggots. The guys I'm living with at the moment. Fucking chopped his dick off. And then he gets a tiny little axe and starts fucking his balls up with it. And it's
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
disgusting, yeah.
But you know, you have a chance of winning 400,000.
Really.
Isn't it?
That's not worth it. I'd go for like 10 million. That's about it.
Because then you just get a ball transplant. One of them you'd be like, I want a ball transplant with Zach Harbaugh.
Oh, what? I wasn't listening.
That's why you don't play RuneScape when we're doing a podcast.
He makes
Shut up, Tim.
He makes a good point. Fucking. So tell us more about you. So I've had Crawchies before. They taste like shit. They taste any better with pumpkin, or still just as
No,
bad?
it's still just as bad. They like actually make the pumpkin taste worse.
Who
we
was in
had-
charge
we
of
had-
cooking?
Hayden, the qualified chef. Fucking
Was he qualified?
no.
Oh.
That's what he used to tell everyone. But he probably like did like some kitchen hand work or something and called himself
Wait,
a chef.
Jeremy, add me on RuneScape. My name's
Fuck us.
my name's Chima11.
Well, fuck face. I cannot make a
Ah,
RuneScape account.
Jesus Christ.
Can't you?
No.
Oh, it only took me like 20 minutes to
Only.
make
Making
one.
your email address.
It's a good thing you got re-pregnant. We should probably leave you.
Yeah.
For playing RuneScape.
I don't
No,
play.
she won't. Because I'll just be like,
Just don't tell her. We'll keep the secret safe.
thank you.
Get right into
Oh,
Hmm?
yeah. I
Get
know.
Ryan into it.
Yes.
Yeah, when he's like 6.
Yes.
Yeah, so we haven't done a podcast in a while. So Tim, didn't you tell me a little story about you and this pony that came into the yard?
Oh yeah, that's
That-
right.
I can't really remember it.
Oh, the guys say that. Oh, we're going down to the shops. I'm like, righto. And then I look out my screen door like 5 minutes after they leave, and there's 2 Shetland ponies walking in front of the house, unescorted, just by
Did you think you
themselves.
could ride them? Were you like at one point? Were you like?
I was actually thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna ride that fucking horse. But then I
It
drag.
sounded so gay.
I like just led them with a carrot that we had in the fridge that's been sitting there for like 2 weeks. But I led it into the yard. Led them both into
I
the
really
yard.
want to punch a horse in the face.
It doesn't work out. A
Really?
mate came over and yeah, he was trying to ride one of the Shetland ponies, and it bit him, so he punched it, and then just kicked the fuck out of him, like chased him around, kicking the shit out of him. And he's like, "Oh my fucking god!"
Well, you
Like,
punch it, you know, just you punch it like a nose or something on the
No,
eye.
he punched it like just below the eye, like a full-on hook, and just started smashing him around the yard, like just kicking him in the fucking legs and shit. It was fucking hilarious. But yeah, we had him in this like tiny little pen. We used to ride the big one around, like there was a mum and a
Yeah.
smaller one. We used
Look,
to
it's
ride
about
it
Shetland
around.
ponies. They get to about like probably just a bit smaller than a meter. So they try to buck you off. You just like okay, you just like stand up.
I was too scared to ride it though. I'd like get on it and it's like going, oh, I'm like, oh shit, get away from it.
I really remember somewhere with our Shetland ponies. When I was back really young. I like kicked the fuck out of my feet trying to get to run, and they went psycho and like just started bucking me, and I was like, oh
Watching
shit.
too many cowboy movies.
Yeah. I was like, let's go, and like you know,
It's just start smashing it.
trying to kick it off. So what else happened with this pony story? This Shetland pony.
Oh well, we just my girlfriend got up me because
Wait, you're stealing people's horses?
no, actually they were very thankful. We got a $200 reward for it, which bought us lots of food. We were very happy. And
You could have ate the horses to give you more food.
No, we got more food for the $200.
How were you guys thinking about eating horses?
No, we weren't that bad. Jesus Christ.
Well, I just think like the way I picture it
We
is
like
that-
ate once every 3 days, so we didn't starve to death. That's how bad it was.
the way I picture it is that it's your house and it's like run down. What are you doing when we're doing a podcast? Oh, okay. So the way I picture your house is like
A
it's
piece
run.
of shit.
Yeah, it's like
No, it
it's,
was actually alright.
I like picture it as like it has all wood. Like there's no actual tiles.
No.
Everything's wood.
It was just a really small house.
Oh.
It was nice. It was a nice house, but it was really small.
Oh, I get you. I also there's so much interruptions in this podcast.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh well.
No one like the 8 people that watched the last one might be like, oh no, what's the difference? But this is quality shit. You don't just go anywhere.
Yeah, you don't do that.
You don't go anywhere. I don't know. How would you know this? Rid a fucking horse. Ridden. Should I say rooted or ridden? No.
Ridden.
Fucking thank God. Everyone knows me as like the horse fucker. So my roommate brought home one of my friends from class. Like she's a very pretty girl, and I got really drunk the night before, and they put makeup on me. And I was walking downstairs, and I was like, "How are you going?" And as I said, "How are you?" I realized I'm like, "Fuck, I'm wearing makeup." Shit. Fuck. And I was like, she's like, "You wearing makeup?" I'm like, "No, I was really drunk last night." But if you guys want any advice, when you get a mustache, if it's not really dark, you get some mascara. And you just shade it and make it a bit more darker. It looks pretty neat. I'll show you a picture on my phone. Tim.
I'd rather not. Yeah.
Oh, too fucking bad. I'm gonna show you anyway. Oh, I don't have that to get into it. But what else? So, let's back to the life story. So you had these 2 horses. Any other funny events? Like, you ever try to ride to school?
Got like halfway up the street, which is about
And then collapsed?
about 200 meters.
Did you eat my Mars bar?
No. Seriously, we are doing a podcast. You coming here accusing me in your Mars bar and shit?
Well,
You want to be in the podcast? That's what you're trying to do.
No, but you can erase me out. I'm sure you're smart.
Yeah, but it just takes effort.
Yeah.
Oh, F.
A lot of effort.
For a Mars bar.
It wasn't
But
even
now,
you.
I'm starting curious to find out who ate the Mars bar.
Yes.
Those cunts fucking interrupted the podcast.
Fuck yeah.
Trace it back to them. Rather blow up Canada. I'm gonna find out
Yeah.
who ate the Mars bar. Should hear Dom when he was drunk. He kept talking about blowing up England because they're like, instead of saying, "Oh, I'm gonna put it in the bin," they go, "I'm gonna put it in the rubbish bin." And Dom's like, "Those fucking idiots gonna put the fuck out of them." Like Dom's like, "What? Because they say rubbish bin instead of bin?" Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, of course. I'm gonna freaking nuke the shit out of them." I'm like, what a strict person. So you try to ride your horse, your pony, Shetland pony. You try to ride it up halfway up the street, and it was like, "Fuck you."
It just stopped.
Did it?
Yeah, I was kicking the shit out. I was like, yeah, come on. And then it just stopped. Even though no matter how hard I kicked it, it just wouldn't move. So I just let it back
You're
to
so
the
lucky
house.
they weren't actual full-grown horses. They weren't.
Yeah,
you,
they were. I would probably be been dead right now.
If they were full-grown horses, would you not let them in? Or
I wouldn't have gone near them. I would just
Yeah.
let them walk up the street.
Daniel was like terribly afraid of horses, so he was staying at his girlfriend's house, and when they fell asleep, and when he woke up, he was leaving, and he saw like 4 horses, and he was like freaking out. He was like, "Oh fuck, what do I do?" But again, all you have to do is fucking hit it in the face.
Yeah, it
Just-
solves everything.
Just fucking hit it in the eye.
My girlfriend got up me because the pen I kept them in,
Was it really tiny?
it was tiny and it had like fucking bike chains and like rusty axe heads and shit all through it, and I didn't even realise. But she's like pointing all this shit at me. I'm like, well, those horses could have died in there.
Really?
Yeah, if they had to like cut their leg on one of these things, it would.
Oh, yeah,
like,
for sure.
The rust would have fucked them up.
Was she really into
Yeah.
horses? How was that? Damn dogs!
Dogs.
That's like, okay.
Yeah, I got punched in the mouth a couple of times just
What?
from leaving rusty chains and shit in the pen.
Is she a real big horse nut?
No, I didn't really.
So she's just against you, like, killing horses.
Yeah, jeez, like it's only small.
But I don't blame her. Like, so many chicks are into horses. It's so annoying when you, like, see a Facebook post about horses, like,
Yeah.
constantly, and you're just like, you know, horses are, like, really fucking stupid. Like, no joke, they are fucking retarded. But who can blame them? They have no education. All they do is eat and sleep.
They actually sleep with their eyes open. Yeah.
Or were you freaking out when they wouldn't sit down to sleep, when it was, like, standing up
I was
sleeping?
wondering how horses would have slept, but I looked it up, and they just stand there like they're still
Yeah.
awake and they're asleep.
They, like, lock their legs into place.
Yeah.
Isn't that
So
cool? That'd
good.
been, you know how cool it would be to be able to fucking stand up and sleep, like, you, like, dislocate your legs, and your, like, lower half, like, slides down a bit, and you can just stand there and sleep. It'd probably be painful as fuck.
Yeah. It sounds very painful. Like cut your body in half, basically. Dislocate your spine.
Well, oh, yeah, I guess it would be a spine. So, did you like the horses? Did you name them?
No.
Really?
Yeah, we only had them for like a week.
Still? Oh, and
I wouldn't have named them.
Well, I would have. I'd have
just,
attached
you
to
just get
them.
more attached to them.
Were you upset they left, or
Damn it, Sparky.
were you upset they left?
No. I didn't give a fuck.
They get really boring after, like, a few days.
Yep.
That always
After like the
happens.
first day, it's like, yeah, cool. We got horses in the backyard. Yeah, like this tiny little yard.
Didn't
We've
you have,
got
like, a forest behind your house?
Yeah, it was like right on the edge of this, like, in the cul-de-sac was like right before
Yeah.
this massive mountain full of trees and shit.
I always
Like a massive hill,
yeah.
sorry.
I'm always like thinking, I'm like, I would love to go into the forest and, like, just explore it, but fuck no, it's scary as shit. I hate the forest.
We got lost so many times in there.
Really?
Yeah, we were that far in, we couldn't see civilization, sort of thing, and we got lost so many times. Civilization.
Did you bring a compass?
No, we brought our phones, I guess.
So GPS.
No.
Not like GPS. The fuck? What?
We just like tried to trace our steps back, but they were gone in the leaves. Like, no. We'd get lost in there for like literally hours straight. We'd be freaking out, but we'd always find our way back.
Would you just try to get to town, or would you try to get to your, like, house?
Where we were was right on the edge of like out of town sort of thing.
Oh.
So it was really hard. The only houses that were around were like in our cul-de-sac, and then there was
Yeah.
a big drive into town sort of thing.
How close would you have been to calling, like, the police, something like that?
Oh well, we never even thought of something like that.
So you had phones, and you're just like, so what?
Yeah. I don't know. We were pretty stupid. we did get really worried sometimes though, but we'd always find our way back to the shitty old dam and then trace our steps back from there.
How big is this dam?
A good 50 meters.
Holy shit! You ever swim in it?
No, it was like just pure dirt, basically. The water. I didn't even know how crawchies were in there, to be honest.
You know how they get there?
No.
Because you know when rain gets picked up through the clouds.
Oh yeah, the eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you do know.
Mm.
So, animal stories you got for us, Tim? Anything to do with animal? Like, you ever have a pet? I know you have a pet bird. And you really love your birds.
George.
That asshole.
He's a little asshole to everyone but me. I've taught him well.
Yes, taught him well.
Except for my mum. He loves me. He loves my mum more than he loves me.
Does you want to feed him?
No. I feed him
Bro,
once every 3 days.
that's all you need to survive.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it hard. Just like my kitten. When I was living in Yeppoon, I had a cat. It was like literally 3 weeks old, and I was starving it because I didn't want it to be a pussy.
So that's how your cat gets fat, bud. But when you feed it, you know, you don't even feed it, you let it hunt its own prey, and you feed it every now and then. To when someone feeds it once a day, and you, like, notice it getting fat so quickly.
I would like put it on a fan and then turn the fan on to toughen it up.
So cool.
I know. And then we'd skit fucking Hayden's dog onto it, which was like
Skip.
like get Hayden's dog to attack the kitten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, isn't this something you're trying to tell me? Tell me you're being a fucking dick to it.
No, it toughened it up. It beat up the dog in the end eventually.
So it was like a whole Rocky moment, like
Yeah, it was like Rocky Balboa, yeah. It's like training.
Rising up to the challenge of my ride. You know, I went for the whole movie thinking Adrian was the guy. Like, he was just yelling, Adrian! Like his own name. And like on the preview, I was like, what the fuck's happening? He's like, you know, anytime I get hit, I'm just like, Zack! Like Dragon Ball Z. Grrr, Super Saiyan. 17. I hate having Dragon Ball Z fights.
What do you mean?
Like, you always have those Dragon Ball Z fights. It's like, it's just like, Goku did not go Super Saiyan this portal,
Yeah. I hate that shit.
Because everybody knows so much about Dragon Ball Z, like, it's just such a fucking hard one to go with. Like, Goku cannot go Super Saiyan 5! It's like, yeah, he can. No, he doesn't. No, I don't know. Fuck, I can't remember which one. This was a while ago.
I remember those arguments.
Yeah, fuck.
I remember that because apparently it wasn't called Super Saiyan 5 or something.
No, there was no Super Saiyan 5.
Oh, Super Saiyan 4, I mean,
yeah.
sorry.
People keep arguing that it's not a real thing. It's like, because but it's like, yeah.
Apparently it was a new form or something.
Yeah.
It was like a big argument.
But fuck him. I'm gay now. Fuck him. Fuck cunts, I'm gay. See the pun?
Tell all my friends. Tell my mum and dad.
I'm not actually gay.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
I've seen it. Seen all the videos.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But besides that, besides the fucking not
like
being
people putting their dicks in your mouth and stuff. I've seen it.
Is that in common then?
It's like my dick.
I don't know. I'm laughing to do suspension. To speak of something to say, suspense. You know what I mean, right? Don't you?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So that's not a life story. So, anything about animals. So you had this one. You've had a horse. You've had a few crotchies. You've eaten. Do you ever keep one as a pet?
I'd like name one every now and then eat it so it tastes so much better. But it never tasted better.
Did they ever make you throw up?
No.
Did you ever get poisoned from it?
No.
Because like you hear about you should never catch fish from the weir. That's emerald. It's like a giant stream. But you're going out to a dam that's 50 meters big and you're eating crotchies.
I don't even know if anyone ever knew about this dam. It's how remote it was. Like out in this fucking bush.
How far away is it?
Oh, fucking ages walk, like a good hour's walk in the bush.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that's how bored we'd get sometimes of just starvation, so we'd just explore.
Yeah. So Tim, tell us another story about the fact is that your roommate spent all the money and you've had to go catch. So tell us your daily schedule about what you do.
I think they are very lucky I knew how to catch crotchies with my bare hands, to be honest. Because otherwise they would have been just feeding off pumpkins.
So tell us your day schedule. So were you at school at this point? Because he did drop out in.
Well, I did go to school, but I got kicked out after 3 weeks.
Why that?
Because the principal was an asshole and wouldn't let me go do my shopping during the day because.
Yeah. Tell that story. Don't just skip to that. No, tell us that story.
Tell what story?
The shopping story about why you kicked out. Very beginning.
That's what I was doing.
No, the very beginning.
Okay, we live sort of out of town, which I've explained,
That's
right?
the beginning I was talking about.
Okay, shut up.
I'm proud of this cunt. We're saying common, give me a gobbie.
So, okay, what happened was I got a spare class during my week, my fucking, my days at school.
How did you get a spare class?
You just ask for it. And they cut out half of one of your classes. And
what wasn't because I know in Townsville every Wednesday there's just no school day.
Yeah.
It's like that as well, or
no?
Oh.
You just ask for a period in time each week to go on a spare sort of thing. I got one every day, so I could go do my shopping, for food for the day if I had enough money, and take it home, which was a massive walk, like a good fucking 2.5 hour walk. And then I wasn't gonna walk to the shop. It was just hard to buy groceries and then walk home sort of thing, so I brought them to school with me, and then got to live with some mates to back to home. And what I was doing was during my spares going to the shopping centre, buying food, coming back with the food in my bag for the day.
How much food would you get? How much worth?
Oh, $20 worth.
Right.
like just like a kilo of sausages or
When
something.
they go off in your bag or?
No, they were right. Because I'd always get my period, like my fucking
Spare last period?
like in the last period, yeah. And I would go up to the
Are you
office.
seriously laughing because he said period?
Yeah.
You're a fucking. You were so fucking immature.
I hate when I get my period last period.
Oh yeah.
Wait a second, I said it wrong. Go.
Yeah. And before I would, every time I'd go up and sign out at the office, and the office lady was always cool with it. I'm like, yeah, cool, awesome. Walk out, go buy my shit, walk back to school.
Couldn't you just get a note or something? Or?
Yeah, well, I did most of the time. And then what she was actually doing was marking me as away for that period instead of saying that and giving them an excuse. So they were counted as days off, like periods off. And you know how you can only get a percentage. Like if you fall below like 80% or something, you get just like expelled from school. That's what happened. Like, and one day when I went up to sign out, she's like, "Oh, you can't do that." I'm like, "What?" Like after fucking like weeks of doing it, after about 2 weeks of doing it, and she says, "Yeah, the principal wants to see you," and he says, "Oh, you're expelled for lack of
participation.
Like-
Periods.
Yeah, I told him to get fucked and walked out. And fucking, yeah, that's no
nice,
school
Tim.
then after that. But yeah, our daily routine was basically go for an explore in the bush for about 3-4 hours.
So, did all your friends work at school? Go to school, or
Yeah, all of them.
just not you?
Yeah. Oh well, Kale, the one that I was living with that was actually old enough to go to school, quit school the same day I did because of the same reason. He would walk down in the spares with me. And he just walked out after I like got really pissed off at the principal and just said, "Get fucked, you asshole," and walked out. Kale apparently just sat there, just awkward, just sitting there for ages. Then he just got up and left without saying anything. Like the principal was just staring at him, and he just got up and left after a couple of minutes.
I love being a smart ass to them because like they can't get up you for not doing anything wrong, and I was sitting there looking out the window and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, looking out the window. And then she's like, "Well, you can't go that door." I'm like, "I wasn't. I was looking out the window." "Well, Miss Tanner, you can't go that door." I'm like, "You told me that. I'm just looking out the window." She's like, "What are you doing in here?" I'm like, "Looking out the window." She's like, "Can I help you?" She's like, "Can you get out of the office?" And I was like, "I can get out of the office." And she's like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Zachary Morgan. Nice to meet you." I go back looking out the window. And I just like, then she walks away and I just leave for the door. I knocked over the plane on the way and left. Oh, I love being a smart to them. Like, do it to teachers all the time. I remember this one time I was in class doing maths, and you know such thing as called the growth.
The what?
Growth.
Nope. Didn't
Okay.
know that.
You know when you growth, you know when you think of penis, like, you know, although it's the growth of your dick. No idea what it means. It just means something. I don't know what it means.
Yeah, grow penis. Like
No.
straight away, like, oh my god, my dick.
No, not grow, like growth.
That's what I hear.
Oh.
That's the.
Well, I'm not sure what it means. I'm not sure what part of a penis it is, but she just said, "Oh, the growth of this," and like me and my friends started laughing, and I was like, "Does anybody else get this, or am I just so immature?" So what's the daily routine? Oh, this is after you've left school. What's the daily routine?
What, of me and the boys while we're just chilling at home?
No, it's like gay like that. But what's your routine? What's your daily routine?
My
Like,
daily routine
obviously,
now, or
no, back when you were like after you left school, like you got
okay,
suspended, you had no money, you had to go, you know, sit on the beach and catch lobsters.
yeah, I guess that's how you could put it. But
Sit on the beach and catch lobsters.
yeah,
Okay.
well, basically what we'd do is I'd wake up at about 12 o'clock because I'd just stay up all night because it was nice and cold during the night.
So what did you do at night time?
Just sat there really just watching TV because we had like a TV. We had a TV, yes, and we would just watch TV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you wake up at 12, then what?
We'd get up, I'd have a shower, I'd fucking get the bags packed and shit, go out, catch some crawchies, put me crawchies in the bag, put me clothes back on. I'd always wear like a different pair of undies.
Have you
so I
ever gone
wasn't
lost going to the
completely
dam, or did you like memorize it?
you start to memorize it, and we made a path.
Oh,
Like
did
we bought machetes, and actually like chopped down the trees on the way
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah.
It's saving time's efficient.
Yeah.
Trees. Do you get like a motorbike and drive out there?
No, it was way too dense. Like there was literally you were never stopping touching trees. Sort of
Oh,
thing. That's
really?
how we got lost so many times.
Were you ever like scared of getting lost when you were out there?
Yeah, when I was by myself, I'd get scared every time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, oh, it was terrible.
Did you ever camp out there?
Yeah, we had near our plantation.
Plantation.
Yeah, smoke up plantation. We had like 20 plants. We had it out near this little tent we had set up out of an old tarp and a couple of sticks. It was a good camping spot.
Was it?
Yeah.
Do you ever go back there? Your friends still living there, or?
No, they're not living there at the moment. We when I moved out, they basically moved out. They didn't, because the actual owner of the house, Shane, that was living there with us,
Yeah.
didn't want to live there anymore. And it was funny because the actual owners of the place didn't know we were there. And every time there was a house inspection, we'd have to get all of our shit, move it into the bush, and like hide it in the trees, and then like hide in the toilet all together while there was the house inspection.
It lasts like half an hour.
Yeah, but it was a fucking dreadful half an hour.
What, how
all
much stuff
cramped
did you
in
have?
this tiny little, like, heaps. Like,
Why don't you just go hide in the bush?
because it's boring in the bush. I wanted to see if Shane got in trouble. Because
So-
you could see them through the window. Like, we broke so much of the fence, like, because we had a bow and arrow. We went and bought it from because Shane said he was gonna hunt a kangaroo.
I thought you guys had no food.
No, we did.
You fucking bought machetes and bows and arrows.
Yeah.
Was it to help you guys get food?
Yeah.
Did you ever kill anything, like balls or anything?
Oh well, Shane got a kangaroo in the leg
Really?
with an arrow. Yeah.
It just fucking run off, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it did.
So you lost an arrow.
Yeah, and they cost like $4 each, so we weren't going to invest that much in arrows.
Was he like? I was like, oh, I can kill anything. He like
Yeah,
shoots in
and
the foot.
he was like doing archery practice out the back, and I was watching him, and he fucking misses twice, and the arrows just go off into the bush, and we're like, oh, lovely, $8 gone. Like, fuck you,
we
Shane.
used to do the same thing. We had one friend. When we used to do archery at my house,
Yeah, that's right.
we had the one friend that came over and he lost all of our fucking arrows. Well, we felt the most funnest thing to do. I don't recommend this, but all you do is you shoot them straight up. It's so much fun. Then you
Arrow roulette.
Oh, but the thing about arrows is, like you see them on videos, like when you shoot an arrow up, it doesn't just come straight down.
Yeah,
It like
no,
goes
it'll
across.
always, because of the wind and shit.
Yeah. But it's just so cool to watch it. It's like really everything goes.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's so cool. You're being pretty quiet, Zach.
Yeah, I'm playing RuneScape.
Well, you know, you can fucking talk as well. What was the idea?
Get the fuck off RuneScape, you can't.
No.
Stop being so
Leave
inconsiderate.
for us to join.
I'm not being inconsiderate.
You are, you fuckhole.
I don't know. What would you give RuneScape 1 out of 10, Tim?
Oh, probably about 6 or 7.
Oh yeah.
It's alright.
Hey, you tried the news
Even
video.
though they give you free membership for 14 days.
Are you trying to like advertise for them or something, Zach?
Yes, I am.
Secretly
If I
with-
pay for this shit.
Okay,
Secret-
for the
yeah.
membership add-on, I'd say about an 8, but then once that runs out, it's like back to a 6.
No, actually below that would be like a 4.
But
Yeah.
in that whole time, you'll probably have a fair bit of money and a fair bit of stuff.
Is Zach trying to like up it?
It's like, unlike the fans though, we're actually advertised by RuneScape. We're sponsored by them.
Yeah.
I reckon we should end it there, Tim. That was a good podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it wasn't.
You're
See you
a
guys
fucking
later.
negative
I'm
guy.
gonna punch Zach in the dick.